You're seeing this, it's because you have decided to reset your algorithm specifically for Instagram. And this content is specifically for artists, DJs, producers, anyone in the music industry. My name is Primo, and I have been in the arts for over 10 years as a published writer, a grant writer, and now a DJ in recent years, and I just picked up music production. Okay, I have a lot of goals that I am here to reach. The main purpose of all of this is to share what I learn as I learn. So that way you don't have to make the sort of mistakes that I have made, and you can propel faster. You can quantum leap in the same ways that I have, only better. So in this course, we are going to be discussing how to reset your algorithm, how to get out of algorithmic jail. Inside this course, you are going to find step-by-step blueprint on how to break out of the 1,000 follower gap, even 10,000 follower gap, or how to utilize your 10,000 followers in a way that allows you to break your ceiling and restart your Instagram reach. Let's not wait any longer, let's get into it. In module 1, we are going to discuss the diagnosis. Why are you stuck? Why are you not able to interact and engage with your audience in an effective way? Before you can fix the reach, you have to understand the math behind the jail. Let's talk about shadow ban versus low engagement. We're gonna uncover how to check your account status for strikes versus just stale content. First, you're going to check your account status dashboard. This is the standard. This is the most comprehensive place to look. It tells you your account can be recommended by non-followers, okay? With shadow banning, you're not going to be seen by anyone. And if you have lost access to specific features, this is how you find out. First, you're gonna go to your profile. Second, you're going to tap the hamburger menu, which is the 3 lines, in the top right corner. Then you're going to select settings and privacy. Next, you're going to scroll down to more info and support and tap the account status. What you're looking for is a green check mark across all categories. You can see information like remove those posts that have been taken down because of community guidelines and violations. Then you'll be able to see a section that discusses why it can't be recommended. And this tells you if your reels are being blocked from the explore page or suggested for you reels. Then you're gonna see features you can't use. So this shows you're restricted from liking, commenting, and or going live. So this gives you a direct indicator of what is available for you specifically and why. Let's talk about the support request section. Sometimes a strike doesn't show up in the main status dashboard if it's based on a specific report or an older violation. This is how you find it. First, you're gonna go to privacy and settings. Then you're going to tap help. Next, you're going to tap support request. And then you're going to select violations. Let me explain why this matters. This section acts as a history of your account's behavior. If you have a list of violations here, even if they are old, it creates a negative trust score with the algorithm. This is super important because this type of information just simply doesn't get discussed. A lot of people are wondering if their accounts are shadow banned or if they're being blocked from people seeing them, but no one has talked about how exactly to find out if your account is shadow banned and what status is your account in. Let's talk about the feature access test. Not every restriction is in the form of a strike. Sometimes you're temporarily moved for bot-like behavior. This is following too fast, using the same hashtags repeatedly, these types of things. So here's the test. You're gonna try to comment on a post or like 5 posts in a row. Here's the warning. If you see a pop-up saying action block or we restrict certain activity to protect community, you are in engagement jail. This usually only lasts between 24 and 72 hours. And it's a major sign that your reach is about to drop. All right, so if you don't have green check marks on all of the qualifications that we talked about, you're going to stop posting immediately. Posting while you have an active strike is like trying to run a race with a parachute attached to you. You're just wasting good content on an account that Instagram is actively suppressing. Let's talk about the 200 view trap. We all know about this. If you've done any research whatsoever on how to boost your social media accounts, I mean, this happens across a lot of social media accounts, not just Instagram. There is a 200 view trap. You want to understand the initial test group and why your content isn't passing the first gate. In 2026, Instagram has refined its initial test group. Sometimes it's called the trial phase. It no longer shows your post just to followers. It treats every reel as a trial reel to see if it can survive the open market. If you're stuck under 200 views, it's because your content is failing the first gate. Here are 5 ways to understand and pass the test. Number 1, the trial reel toggle. This is for non-followers testing. Instagram allows you to post trial reels that are only shown to non-followers first. If you aren't using this or your main posts are failing, it's because the algorithm isn't getting enough positive data from strangers. The lesson in this is the algorithm gives you about 100 to 200 test slots with people who don't know you. If they swipe away instantly, the gate closes and the reel is buried. Number 2, the 3-second stop the scroll metric. In the 2026 algorithm, watch time has been replaced by early retention as the primary gatekeeper. Instagram looks at the percentage of the test group that makes it past the 3-second mark. So let's talk about why you may be failing. If more than 70% of your test group swipes before 3 seconds, the artificial intelligence flags the content as clickbait or low value and stops distributing it. Must use a visual hook, a movement or test pop in the first 1.5 seconds to pause the viewer. This is why you oftentimes see people running up to the camera or jumping in front of the camera as soon as it turns on or spanking the camera. This is why, because people are trying to get you to stop, or even just putting up big words in front of the camera as soon as the reel begins. That's why. Number 3, the share to view ratio. Likes are a weak signal in 2026. The initial test group now is heavily weighed upon shares via DMs. Here's the science behind this. When you send a reel to a friend, you are essentially telling the algorithm, I'm staying on the app and I'm bringing someone else back to the app with me to discuss this, to laugh about this, to share this information. This is why you are failing at it. If your test group likes the post but no one shares it, the algorithm assumes the content is consumable but not remarkable, keeping you stuck in the 200 view jail. Okay? You want to make remarkable content, things that people can say things about. Number 4, niche categorization, the identity signal. Before the test group even sees your post, Instagram's AI reads your video using computer vision. I bet we didn't know that, okay, because I didn't before this research. It looks at the objects, the text on the screen, and the transcription. Here's why you're failing at this. If your account is confused, or you post about fitness one day, the next day it's about crypto, Instagram doesn't know which test group to show your videos to. It might show your fitness reel to a group of gamers, and automatically you have failed to make it through the gate because they're swiping away. Okay, and this is simply because you're having a mismatched audience. You want to learn who your audience is and stay focused and locked in, directed towards them and them only.